I mean, I'm feeling real good, honestly, at this point. Clearly, me and Ashima got a thing going on. You know what I mean?
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You already know what time it is. We're here to give you guys a review of Ready to Love. Listen, you're mad, you're lean. We're about to drop another one. And we're going to talk about Darren and Ashima. Oh my days. Are you mad, are you lean? Listen, fam, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. For those who are returnees, sure you got the minerals, baby. Listen, if you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get out, baby. You know what I'm saying? Chile. If you can't handle the heat in the kitchen, get out, baby. Chile. Listen, gay. Let's get into the video. Yes, if you've been watching this, you know my last review on Darren and Ashima. Bruv, listen, it's about to get worse for Darren. I'm just gonna be 100% real, because I'm going to expose the game for what it really is. Man, them, I'm so sorry. I've got to expose the game. Alright, cool. Hey, make sure you grab yourself some popcorn right now, because it's about to get tasty. Grab a pen and notepad too, because it's about to get racy, blood. Okay, I just wanted to just rhyme. There was no need to rhyme that. There was no need. Alright, cool.
Clearly, me and Ashima got a thing going on. You know what I mean?
First things first. The scene where they're in the kitchen, okay, because they come to this kitchen twice now. The scene where they're in the kitchen at the very beginning, where Darren is talking with Ashima and Tondi, okay, and Darren makes a statement, yeah? Now, I want you to listen to what he actually says, because listen to the tone, listen to the way he delivers it, listen to the lack of conviction in his voice. As Kevin Hart said, say it with your chest.
Clearly, me and Ashima got a thing going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah? Now, when he begins to describe that how he, me and Ashima got a thing going on, does it sound convincing? No. It does not sound convincing at all. It was weak-hearted because you're still trying to keep the option open for Tondi. Why? I don't know. But one thing I clocked was obviously, because he wants to reassure Ashima, and this is a game, because he wants to assure Ashima, he's decided to say it out loud to Tondi. Like, basically saying, obviously, like, oh, that's my number one, etc., etc. But everybody knew that already. Ashima wasn't asking for you to say it in front of Tondi. What she told you was stop texting Tondi. Big difference. Where did you translate from going to telling Tondi that's my number one to going, actually, what my girl actually said, or what my love interest was saying to me was, don't text her, don't call her. What part did you miss of that? I'm not saying that she was right for saying that either. I'm just saying, what part did you miss of that? That you thought that, okay, if I decide to say it out loud to front of everybody, then it will confirm that, okay, Ashima's got nothing to worry about. Of course Ashima's got everything to worry about. And I want you to really, guys, focus on this particular video, because a lot of guys do what Darren's about to do, yeah? Nice guy tactic, but you're still a bastard. And I say that with love. Bro, listen, I say it with love. Do you know why I say that? Because I am the exact same way in some shape or form. I've done it in the past. That's why I'm saying to you, you're a bastard. Because I was once a bastard. And sometimes I'm still a bastard, and I have to try and change that. But I'm letting you know, that level of behavior that you did today, that scumbaggery, is bastardry behavior. London been doing bastardry behavior too, because he's been choosing between two women. Mario been doing bastardry behavior because he chooses between two people. Listen, so let's get it. When he even finished saying it, there was even a smirk on his face, and there was a smirk in his voice as he said it. And I realized that he wasn't being genuine about his feelings.
Clearly, me and Ashima got a thing going on. You know what I mean?
Or in a sense of, when he was saying it, it was not really for the purposes of shutting down Tondi. He knew that he just wanted to say it so that Ashima could feel comfortable, so that he can begin to do what he wanted to do, right? And we'll prove that later on when he begins to describe the situation between himself and Tondi.
I feel sometimes that you might play the safe card instead of saying what it is.
They said, what you looking for on the trip? I want to see how these people interact.
When she was replying back to him, saying about how she felt, I noticed that her hands became far more animated, and her pitch of voice also went up. When that pitch went up, what she was actually saying was that I don't want to offend you. I'm trying not to come at you. I'm trying not to show that I'm angry, because I don't want to be that angry black woman. But I am hurt by what you're doing, and I need to let you know. But I don't know how to do it without actually coming across as a madman, right? So her pitch goes up, and then her hands will start to move a lot, right? Because what you're trying to show is I am non-violent, I'm non-aggressive, I'm a non-threat. I'm just trying to explain to you, listen, no, I'm just trying to explain to you, I'm just trying to explain to you that obviously, look, no, that's not what I mean, no. because you're trying to show that you're a non-threat. Yeah, the deeper the decibel, the deeper the decibel there, the more it's going to sound more intimidating. So what you do, you bring your voice up. And the reason why, obviously, her voice also changed, you know, and the fact that she was the pace of the conversation, the way she delivered it was going a bit more slowly, and just trying to make sure that you know that obviously, like, hey, look, that's not what I was trying to say. And the reason why I say that is because feelings are involved. Now, Ashima's a tough woman, a tough black woman, and there are tough black women, tough black men who have gone through different experiences in life. And when she lets us know that later on when she's talking to Alexis, that, oh my gosh, that, you know, she doesn't want to be vulnerable, that's everybody. Yeah, we don't want to tell the truth about how we feel, right? Because what it does, it leaves us vulnerable and it allows us to take shots we don't want to necessarily take. You understand? So when Ashima is saying about how she feels towards Darren, she's being very cautious about how she laces that across, because how she really feels is that she's pissed. What do you mean you're texting another girl? And let me be honest with you. What do you mean, Darren, you're texting someone behind my back? Fam, if a girl was doing that to me, cuz, it'd be a ruckus, fam. It'd be a mad thing, cuz. So you can't pretend as if this wasn't an unnormal thing you're doing. She had to find out from Tondi, not from you. And remember I said to you last week, I said to you about honesty and transparency. The two are very, very different. To be transparent is me coming to you. To be honest is you on the forefront. Alright? You can be honest in your transparency, but the truth of the matter is you weren't honest. Because if you were, you'd have taken the front foot first. So Darren wasn't honest. He was transparent. There's a difference. He didn't come forward and tell Ashima that he was texting another girl. She had to find out from the girl. That's disrespectful. And the fact is, the fact that he doesn't even see that and is almost trying to make it as if it's her fault, that she doesn't trust him. You might call it gaslighting. I just call it what it is. It's an ego. In the male mind, it's an entitlement and privilege when you're playing the game called life. When you're playing this game of dating, men often use their ego, their entitlement, their privilege, and their pride to play the game. And so what happens is they don't never play it fairly. So I can do to you, but you can't do to me. Because you notice, Ashima, her delivery changed once she felt justified in her annoyance and anger. You see, the first response she had was, ah! But then because she was trying to show her, trying to say that's how I feel, but when she got annoyed, because oftentimes when we're being honest, and it's coming from a place of, I'm annoyed now the energy can come forward now, because you feel justified to release that. Did you get me?
Who said anything about being on the fence or straddling?
Because you just made it be known that you said that you had a connection with Tondi. So I'm saying to you now in front of Tondi,
right.
Are you straddling the fence between me and Tondi?
No.
That's it. That's all you gotta say.
But I do still would like to talk to Tondi. This is my first time getting to talk to her at all. You know what I mean? Other than on our date.
See, there you go with the butt thing again.
Okay, so you're
And that's
saying
what I
from
mean
here
with
on
that
out-
playing the safe card, Darren.
Playing what safe? I don't understand what you're saying.
You saying one thing, but then you like, but I...
You don't care there's an argument anymore because you feel justified in the actions you're making. So you saw her, that's like, oh, no, and that's how I feel now. And it was a bit more intense. Why? Because she felt justified in her annoyance. You had done something which confirmed in her mind she's not going to go back on. You see, when you're not sure if you're going to go back on something, you don't want to put your best foot forward. So you kind of touch it lightly to see, can I do it? So the voice went up, right? Because it's like, I'm not 100% sure that you're not cussing me yet. But if I know that you're just taking a piss right now, and I believe, and I've seen 1, 2, 3, and I definitely know you're taking a piss, and I'm sure 100%, I know 100%, I'm not going to take this back, I go on an attack. And that's what Shima did.
Right, and that's you, baby. So stay in your lane. I don't tell you nothing about how to move. Let me stay in mine and just be me. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to feel interrogated. Yeah, I said what I said, and it is what it is.
You know, the cake, put the icing upon the cake. Darren actually puts Ashima in her place, doesn't he not? He said, well, you stick to your lane, I stick to mine. And Tondi even made a face. That same face she made when Chica was moving mad with Ashima last time. And it seems like it again. Tondi's in the middle of it again. And she's like, oh, that was a bit of a tight one. Damn. Probably shouldn't have said that. But at the end of the day, that was the truth in terms of Shima and Darren. That, you know, Darren just really wanted her to cartel to his way. He's acting as if, and this is the thing that annoys me about Darren, and men in general, we do it all the time. You're pretending as if you don't know what you did. You're pretending as if you didn't text another girl, got caught out by the girl, and then you want to flip it as if, what am I actually doing? What do you mean what you're actually doing? Bro, you know exactly what you're doing. You was out here texting another girl on the streets. And you belong to the streets now, boy. Like, why were you texting another girl behind her back? You weren't actually being honest. Do you get what I'm saying? You were trying to put things in place. On the second occasion between Darren and Ashima, it's quite interesting. They were in the kitchen once more, and Ashima had her hand rested on her side, like, you know, like those, like old school grandma. You know, her hand was resting on her side. Her face was just ready to war. Face was ready to war. I mean, she just looked like she was ready to do battle, right? It's the second conversation. At that point also, Brent, Alexis were also in the room. I do not understand why Darren comes from where he was to now come now and have a conversation which is about him and Ashima in the open, right? I don't understand it.
Issues. So I'm walking over and I'm thinking like, hey, you know, we just got to resolve this and get back to having an amazing weekend. So listen, Ashima, you know, I thought me telling you was my number one in front of Tondi was enough for you, but just let me know what more you need so that I can help you out.
I feel like I should have said to you at that moment, trust is earned, Darren.
So this lets me know you and me are different though, because I grew up where if somebody didn't betray your trust, you start off with trust and then you go down. So I didn't know trust was something I had to work to.
Right.
But what have I done since you've met me to work against that trust?
When I was sitting at that wine bar across from Tondi, you did not tell me that you were still texting her and calling her and telling her you wanted to see her. You didn't tell me that.
He actually said was so peak. My man's talking about the fact that, you know what, how can I help you, in a sense, get over this thing? And what thing was it she was getting over? Again, he hasn't addressed this. Let me just even scoot back because I've gone past something. Something happened with the boys club, right? Darren started to come, like, Darren was sitting back at first, we were chatting, and then, you know, London says, oh, so what about you, Darren? It looked like you was in an in-depth conversation earlier on. And Darren leaps forward and says, yeah, do you know what? Just some things have happened, you know, that have made me really think. The fact is that obviously, you know what, I've never given Ashima a reason to just trust me. Darren, we're not going to play that game. Darren, we're not going to play that game. We're not going to play that absent-mindedness. Don't even try it. See, this is when I know you're not honest. You didn't tell the group of guys that you were trying to move to Tondi. Did you tell them in the group why that's Ashima was moving mad? Did you say that? You didn't say that, did you? So you're moving mad. Yeah? You're lying. Yeah? You're lying. Yeah? Call it what it is, you're lying. And I don't like that. Yeah? And on this particular episode, I'm going to be calling people out for their behaviors. I don't like it. When you try to make someone look mad and you don't tell the full story, don't do that. Because people can actually generally get mental illness problems from this. Stop doing that, men. Men in general. Stop doing that. Stop trying to make ladies feel mad when you know what you've done and you tell half truths. Instead of you to tell the boys when you're sitting in front of sitting by the fire or whatever, telling them, listen, actually, do you know what? I started texting Tondi and I didn't tell Ashima and I did it behind her back, and she found out from Tondi. That's why she's stressed. That's why she's annoyed at the moment. But then you then spun a story by saying, oh, you know, my father, you know, cheated on my mom and I saw that entitlement, which I believe is true, don't get twisted, but you're not going to spin me with an X Factor story and a Pop Idol story to make me feel sorry for you, yeah? Because it's not going to happen. Because you weren't honest. You might have been transparent because when she asked you, then you came out with the truth, but you weren't honest. And honesty trumps transparency because in order to be honest, you put the foot forward first. You decide to tell the person, regardless of the consequences, you come out. He didn't do that. He tried to flex it with the boys as if that you know what, my girl was moving, Ashima was moving mad, right? So he's saying all these things, saying about his papa and and he said, obviously Ashima, I'm not giving him any reason not to trust me. Fast forward then, and I don't know if you noticed, Brent was quiet with the boys club. And then fast forward obviously now to Darren while speaking to Ashima, goes on saying, how can I make you feel more comfortable? Bro, how about not texting the girl and then lying about it, bro? I should say even lying about it, or deceiving everybody. That would help. Do you know what I'm saying? So we see that particular point, and this is where it flips for Darren. Darren said obviously he's not really interested in trying to be irate. He doesn't want to be, he's not a person that likes conflict and stuff like that, and I feel that. I know he ain't lying. But you see the body language completely shift and the tone shift when Ashima then accuses him of actually texting Tondi behind the back. Because nobody knew that. I'm guessing they didn't know that beforehand. When he gets ousted for his behavior, suddenly, watch the behavior. Boom!
Because you're texting Tondi behind my back.
When I told you, hey, I'm gonna go on another day, okay, that's cool. I know where we stand. It's all good, baby. Why not just say that right then and there? And I would have squashed it. Why are you doing all this right now? I don't know if you're forgetting what's going on,
okay.
or are you not remembering what's going on? Or I don't understand.
I think at the time when you said that to me, for it to be like a week later to hear her say it.
But Ashima, I mean, look, obviously I told you that I want to talk to her more. Is that what Ashima was telling about? Is that what Ashima was pissed off about? Is that what Ashima was annoyed about? No, Darren, it was not. Darren, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't do that, bro. Yeah, that's not what she was annoyed about. Tell the truth and shame the blood clot devil. Yeah, because the reason why she was pissed and you were doing this, when you start doing this, I know you're getting tense. Yeah, and you mentioned about your father and that, but it doesn't matter. If you're misbehaving, you're misbehaving. The moment you didn't acknowledge the fact that you were texting Tondi and you've not addressed it, you keep addressing the fact that you've said, oh, I want to have conversations with her, and then you say, oh, if that's how if you felt uncomfortable, you should have told me there and then. Bruv, what do you think not texting the girl anymore means? Darren, what do you think that means, bro? It means what it means. It's very, very simple. So, for me, when I saw that, I said, Darren, you're messing around. All right, cool.
But right now, I got to do that in baby steps.
I'm happy you opened up and said that. You don't want to get played, yeah.
I don't.
I can't
get played by no mohawk.
Oh, now you're going to girl.
They obviously have a discussion. He said, obviously, I really appreciate you for coming and telling me that, you know what, I can't remember what you said that you were saying. It was something about that. Anyway, yeah, so when he made that comment about let me know how to help you, that made it seem as if Ashima had the big problem. And that's where I have a problem. Because I feel like Ashima's already expressed to us with Alexis that, she's struggled to, give her feelings out because she doesn't want to be vulnerable, doesn't want to be hurt. That's all of us. She doesn't want to get played. And when he said, oh, do you know what, I really appreciate the fact that you told me, that you were honest enough to tell me that, it's the fact that you didn't want to get played, that's the reason why, And I was like, bro, who wants to get played? Who needs to even say that to know that's a fear? That's everybody. Nobody wants to get played. If you've lived in life and you've seen people play people, nobody wants to get played. You know yourself, your dad was messing around, so you know what it means to get played. You wouldn't want to do that to a woman. I've always been honest. No, you ain't. You've been transparent. Big difference. Yeah, so I think, when I watch Ashima, I just kind of see Ashima as every girl that's gone through that situation, every guy that's gone through that situation where you don't want to get hurt, you don't want to get played, experience has told you, listen, you should not do certain things just in case the person, decides to actually backstab you and hurt you and betray you. And what was interesting with Ashima and Darren is the fact that Darren truly believes that, fam, he's done nothing wrong here. And anything, it's Ashima's problem. And that for me is scary, right? Because already he didn't understand that the dog situation. Now we've got a situation where he's trying to put the blame on her for what? Him messing around. It's political. So yeah, I think with Darren and Ashima, I just think with them, it's with me. We're looking at Darren and Ashima. Darren has tried to exit, tried to play a little bit of Tondi, and I think it's because he just doesn't fully feel for Ashima. Ashima chose him, as I saw someone comment on one of my videos. But has he chosen Ashima? I don't think he has. Plus, also the dog thing situation is a big thing. I'm never underplaying it. I'm just saying that the unwillingness for him to be able to shift and allow the dogs to be in another room for Ashima lets me know that he's uncompromising now. And the fact that he was going to a business meeting with his ex-girlfriend is a sure sign of somebody trying to separate themselves. But the way he did it today did not cover himself any glory. I'm not impressed because you try to flip it onto somebody else. And then try to feed us a sob story about your father being, a cheater on your mother, and you trying to be honest, and you weren't honest. You weren't honest. So, you try to make it out like you're an angel and a saint, and you're not. And this is the reason why girls get pissed off at good guys. This is why, ladies, I'm not a good guy. Simple as. I'm not doing it no more, cuz. Yeah, because this stuff happens. At least if you got played by a bad guy, you saw the punch coming. If he's a bad guy, I can see the punches coming. But from a good guy, and he blows you, fam, you never saw it coming, you're knocked out. Yeah, it takes longer to recover. So I totally understand it. So guys, let me know your thoughts down below. What did you think of the Darren and Ashima situation? Did you think it was cool? Did you think that it was a bit mad? I mean, let me know. What's your thoughts down below, man? Yeah, man. Share, like, subscribe. You ain't got the minerals, baby. We're going to be talking about the boys club situation. We're talking about the boys conversation next. Peace!